Date Series 5, Show 3, Part 1, GTS for Roger Knight.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Blind Date! And here is your host, Miss Cilla Black!
Welcome to another blind date. Now, you know one of the signs that you're getting older. Did you know that? One of the signs that you're getting older is that when the only thing you exercise is caution. I know, but tonight we've got three gorgeous golden goodies who are throwing caution to the wind and hoping to go on a blind date. So let's go over and meet them, and there they are. All three of you to blind date. Let's start off with you, number one. What's your name and where do you come from?
I'm Margot and I come from London.
And Margot, you're quite famous in your own right, Chuck, aren't you, love?
Oh,
because
yes, I am, Cilla.
You used to work, did you not, for Margot Fontaine?
I did, yes.
What did you do, Chuck?
I was her personal maid. I looked after all her clothes and the flowers, and it was just wonderful. Fantastic.
Wonderful person.
Yes, fantastic person.
But what was the highlight of your career? Because a little birdie tells me that you were a very big fan in your day of Danny Kaye.
I was, and Margot Fontaine had a party and he was the guest of honour. But I didn't know that he was going to be there. And my husband was running off his feet with drinks, and he came to the kid and said, "Look, Pet, please come and bring the ice bucket. I can't manage on my own." So I said, "Oh, no, I'm not going through there." He said, "Come on, please, do it just for me." So I got the ice bucket, trotted after him, and I could see Margot Fontaine in the distance talking to a very tall gentleman who got his back towards me. Just as I got near, she said, "Oh, Danny, here is someone who is dying to meet you." He turned round. There was Danny Kaye. The ice bucket went on the floor. There were ice cubes everywhere. Politicians, famous people, hands and knees, picking the ice cubes back.
She made you feel relaxed, number two. Yes. Oh, no. Well, let's find you. Yeah, shut your gob now.
Yeah.
All right, moving on to you, number two. What's your name and where do you come from?
My name is Olive and I come from Yorkshire.
Lovely. Olive, are you retired now, Chuck?
Yes, I am retired, Cilla.
Tell me what you used to do.
I used to work for the Home Office.
Oh.
I spent 15 years at Reading Prison. But they let me home at weekends.
But you had a very embarrassing moment, didn't you, Olive? I mean, tell us the sugar story, love.
Well, I don't know if everybody remembers, but about 1974 there was a sugar shortage in the country and I got the blame.
Did you?
Yeah, because I used to order the food for the inmates. And I'd only just started there and I needed some sugar. So I asked how much I should order. And my EO said, "Well, get the best deal on the contract that you can." So I did. And a few weeks later, the storeman came flying up, white-faced. "We've got 2 tons of sugar." And we should have only had about 200 weight. But I got my own back.
You did, didn't you?
Yes, because when the shortage came along shortly afterwards, which I got the blame, we were able to supply other prisons with sugar. So I thought I should have got a medal, really, for saving the Home Office money.
Well done, Olive. Let's move on to number 3, that little lady on the end there. What's your name and where do you come from?
My name is Eunice and I come from Cheshire.
All right, Eunice. Now, I know you're retired now. What did you used to do?
Well, I've been a pub landlady.
Yeah.
3 pubs.
Have you got a part-time job at the
I
moment?
have a part-time job now in one of these little shops that's open all hours.
I heard about that. What about that lovely fella? I mean, you tried to impress that lovely man who came in, the new neighbour from across the road. Tell them about that.
Well, one morning this neighbour came in and I'd spotted him when he moved in, so I thought, he came in the shop, so I thought I'm going to chat him up. So he came in with his granddaughter, and I walked up to him and I said, hello. I said, I'm the neighbour from across the road. So little granddaughter looked at me and she said, you've got no teeth. I've got dentures at the back and I'd left them out. I was smiling, she could see I'd got
But doesn't she look lovely tonight,
terrible.
ladies and gentlemen? Yeah. This poor man beyond those screens is going to have a hard choice. Anyway, I wish all three of you the best of luck, all right,
Thank
chums?
you, Scylla.
I'll see you in a moment.
Right.
See you later. I wouldn't like to choose between those three lovely ladies looking for a beau. And here he is. His name's John, and he's from Nottingham. Come in, John.
Yes, thank you.
Now, John, I know you are a retired man now.
Yes, I
In
am.
fact, you retired quite early, didn't you?
Yes, 6 years ago.
6 years ago, when you were just 59, 58, 59?
Sort of.
Sort of, around that
Just
age.
around about 61ish.
But you worked for a very famous chemist, didn't you?
I did indeed, yes.
What did you do?
Well, very little, actually. Well, no. Seriously, I was what you might call a clerical supervisor.
You were?
Yes, on the accounting side.
You were.
Rather a boring job, but...
But you are also very artistic,
Yes,
I know. I've read
yes.
all about you.
I know.
And you do a bit of painting, watercolours.
Yes,
What's your
yes.
favourite subject?
Flowers at the moment.
Ah,
yes.
lovely. Oh, John, are you excited about tonight?
I am indeed, yes.
Have you got your questions?
I have, yes.
Because you've got to pop not one, but 3 questions to those girls beyond those screens.
Right.
Off you pop with your first one.
Are we
love.
ready then?
Yes.
Yes. We all have a favourite month. Mine is May. Which is your favourite and why? That's for number 1.
My favourite month. I think my favourite month is April because it's the beginning of spring when a young man's fancy turns to...
What about an old man?
And maybe an older man's would too.
Thank you. Right. Very good. That isn't it? It's a good beginning. Number 2.
I would think December. I like the ideas of spending evenings together by the fire, but I warn you, I like to warm my hands, but I don't want to burn my fingers.
That's promising, isn't it?
Well,
Yes,
is it?
yes.
Promising, isn't it?
Number 3.
My favourite month is May, the same as yours.
And why is that?
Maybe we could make mayhem together.
Right. This is the second question, and this is directed to number 2. My hobby is reading biographies. Which female historical character would you like to have been, and why?
I think I should like to be Queen Elizabeth I. Then you could be my Sir Walter Raleigh. But as I'm a non-smoker and I'd like to keep my figure, you'll have to bring me something other than tobacco and potatoes, please.
She knows her onions.
Did you hear that number 2? He said, she knows her onions.
Oh, if I don't know,
number
I never
1.
will.
I think I would like to have been Nell Gwyn. Because I've got the same colour hair and her voluptuous figure.
Yes, plenty of peel on her orange, obviously. Number 3, please.
I'd like to have been Mary, Queen of Scots. I know she lost her head, but I could possibly lose my head over you.
Don't faint yet, Chuck. You've got one more question to ask.
Right. This is to number 3. I love gardening. Which garden flower are you most like and why?
I'm like a snapdragon because I could snap you up and I'm full of fire.
Number 2.
I think perhaps a daffodil, because it reflects my golden personality, and like Wordsworth's daffodils dancing in the breeze, I love to dance.
I see. Number 1, please.
Well, I'm a bit of a wallflower, really. So why don't you just come and pick me up?
There's one thing about a wallflower, it has a wonderful smell.
All those ladies beyond those screens have wonderful smells, I can assure
have
you.
they? Yes.
And if you make your mind up time now, sweetheart, but please don't choose just yet, because here's our Graham once more with a quick reminder.
Well, John, will your date be number 1, who'd like to be your Nell Gwyn, the fruity beauty? Or will she be Daffy number 2, the December girl who wouldn't give you the cold shoulder? She's a real hot potato. Or will the lucky lady be number 3, the North Country Snapdragon? But watch out she doesn't drive you up the maypole. The decision is yours.
They sound wonderful.
It's a very difficult decision, yes?
Yes, and it's going to be number 3.
You turned down number 1, and that was Margot from London. Come in, Margot. Another one that you turned down as well, and you'd be equally disappointed because you turned down number 2, and that was Olive, and she was from Yorkshire. Come in, Olive.
Hello, Milo.
But this is it.
Yes.
This is the choice.
The best is yet to come.
That's right. Yes, I hope so too, because you picked a real cracker, John. She was number 3, and of course it's our Eunice, and she's from Cheshire. Come in, Eunice. Dates here. Who's going to choose where you're going on this very special... Oh,
yes.
Eunice.
And I know who to blame.
Happy, John?
I am.
Wait till you hear where you're going on your date. What does it say?
Never did either.
Eunice. Sorry.
A trip to Austria.
Oh, what? Yeah.
Can you yodel?
Is that in Austria? Yes, of course.
That's Austria. Can you yodel?
Oh. We're halfway there.
You sound like a snapdragon on it, you do. Can you yodel, Eunice?
He'll yodel higher when he gets his leather shorts on.
Ladies and gentlemen, we look forward to seeing them both, don't we? Eunice and John, see you next week. Well, last week Conrad picked Karen, and they spent their date in sunny Spain.
brilliant, the audience, innit? It's good, yeah.
Well, hello, Conrad and Karen. Welcome back to Blind Date. Now, Barcelona, or Barcelona. It's a marvellous place to visit, and you must have enjoyed yourselves, yeah?
Yeah, we had a pretty good time, didn't we?
What did you think of each other at the end of the day? Let's find out.
I think her hair and her teeth were the most attractive things that I liked. The shape's not bad either, mind. The first thing you see about her is her teeth and her hair, like.
When I met Conrad, he was so tall, I thought, oh no, he's not going to like it. So I went out to Doncaster and bought some new shoes with an heel on, so I looked a bit taller for him.
Thursday that we come back up, I thought that I'd get her something small to, for something that you got to really, haven't you? Like, keep him happy, innit?
At the reception, he'd got a present for me, and it was a big dragon, and they called him Clifton. He said, I haven't bought you flowers, because he says, everybody buys flowers, so I've got you a dragon.
And then people come up just saying, oh, can I have my photograph taken with a dragon, like? And I was thinking, oh, which one? No, I
could have been too bubbly for Conrad, really. I think I took a bit of limelight off of him, because he likes to talk a lot, and I do, so I had to shut up sometimes.
Oh, she can talk, you won't believe it. I thought I could talk, right? Was she talking underwater?
When we was having our meal, we'd got champagne and that, and we was having a drink and clinking our glasses, and he goes, come here, Car, and he give me a kiss, and then after that we just give each other kisses all the time.
And I was looking at her, and I could see her coming closer to me and closer, right? So I thought, oh, let's go, and then whack! And she had She was happy. I knew she was happy to have a kiss.
When we kissed, Conrad was really sexy when he kissed, and he held me really tight. It was really nice.
There was a bit of kissing and cuddling going on here and there, and after a couple of hours, I knew that she wouldn't leave me alone.
My dad doesn't usually let boys come to the house, but he said Conrad could come. And I think my dad will really get on with him, because he'll not get a word in, though, but he'll get on with him all right.
We talked a lot about her father and her parents, because I'd like to meet him. He sounds a right headbanger, he does, to be honest.
It's really romantic when he gets to know me, but as it is now, maybe thinks I'm too much for him.
I got shocked, didn't I? There's not a lot you can add to that, is there, Scylla?
Not a lot I can do, Conrad. I mean, you really got on like a house on fire. In your own words, like a house on fire.
Yeah.
I mean, if there's anything you could change about her, what would you change?
Well, she's lacking a bit on her height, but...
A height?
Yeah, you know.
Oh, a height. I'm sorry.
What do you want about?
A height? A height?
A length.
A length.
Put it in your language.
You'd like it to be a little bit taller.
Yeah, but she makes up for her length in her personality, like.
Yes. Oh, but I mean, could you have met a better guy than Conrad? I mean, on a blind date?
No.
What did you think?
No, she was lucky. She was very lucky.
Then Conrad, I mean, you were the first person on blind date that's never ever bought roses for a date. And
well, that's what I thought. See, I didn't want. This is. If you had seen me carrying this from Wales, right, on the train, in the taxi, people were stopping me and asking for, can I have my photograph taken with the dragon? I was supposed to be here at 3 o'clock. I was still Paddington with people all around with the dragon.
Are you going to see each other again, Karen?
Wow.
Yeah. She's there. Yeah, Doncaster's a long way away, but, it's weekend here or there, I don't know so much.
You liar, I'm coming to your house tonight.
Yeah, she's coming back. That's it. Go on.
Come on, you're just a mum's friend. What is
Spill the
this
beans,
secret
Car.
you're keeping from us?
She's coming back with me now tonight. Well, tomorrow we're going back.
Oh, are you?
I'm showing her sunny Wales.
Sunny, of course you are, indeed. I mean, and is this a long-term relationship, possibly?
Well, she's only down for a few days. She's not staying there.
I mean, do you still think, after the blind date, do you still think that he's as sexy and everything?
Even though I look like a dragon. Yes, I do, really.
You do. And you think she's gorgeous.
Yeah, I think she's cracking.
Well, I think he is.
And that's all we wanted to hear. That's absolutely smashing. And that's all we wanted to hear. You've been terrific sports, and thank you very much. Clifton,
enjoyed it.
Karen,
Thank you.
and Thomas. Well, we're going to take a break now, but we'll be back in part 2 to find out how Besh and Martin enjoyed their Venetian blind date and to meet the girl who has to choose one of these 3 gorgeous fellas. So I'll see you in a couple of minutes.
This is part 2 of Blind Date Series 5, Show 3.
For all you girls to think about when you're courting. Now, you can never get your boyfriend to go home, can you? When you're courting, you can never get your boyfriend to go home. Is that right, girls? Yeah. But when you're married, you can never get him to stay at home. Is that right, girls? Yes. And don't I know it? Well, we've got 3 lads over here they've all left home tonight to come on blind date. So let's go and meet them. And there they are. Show, lads. Let's start with you, number 1. What's your name and where do you come from?
I'm Chris, I'm from Kent.
Well, Christopher, you are a popular lad, aren't you, Chuck? What do you do down there in Kent?
I'm a builder, actually.
Are you?
Also,
What?
I...
Go on. I've stopped you in your stride, haven't I?
Also, I renovate old cars, seriously.
Oh, do you?
Well, I'm not popping.
Well, you're not going to
goblins over
renovate
here.
this old bang, am I? What's your very favourite car that you've
At
renovated?
the moment, I'm running around in an MGB 1967 convertible.
Well, I hope you get better. I don't know anything about cars except that they get you from A to B. Now, if you were to take your ideal lady out in one of your renovated cars, who would it be?
It had to be Priscilla Presley.
Oh, really? Why is that? Because of her connections?
I think she's a very... That might help. I think she's a classic lady for a classic car.
Well said. Moving on to you, number 2. What's your name and where do you come from?
Hi, I'm Jason. I'm from Bristol.
Lovely. Now, Jason, have you got a job down there in Bristol?
Yeah, I'm in the fashion trade.
I could tell.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, you're well turned out. Yeah, tell your mother you're well turned out. You look. Yes.
No, I work for... It's a clothes shop in Bristol. It's quite a well-known one. It's all over the country.
Oh, is it really? Well, you look absolutely wonderful when you're not really dressing very snazzy.
Yeah.
I mean, do you ever, dress scruffy or anything in your spare time?
In my spare time, I play a lot of sport. I play football. At the moment, I'm just coaching football to little kids.
Oh, you're lovely. You can play with my 8-year-old anytime. Let's move on to you. Number 3.
Hello, sir. My name's Jez and I come from Swindon.
Yeah. Jez, it's short. Well, you're short for Jeremy, isn't it?
It's short for Jeremy, yeah.
I love the name Jez. I think it's terrific. What do you do for a living, love?
I'm an agricultural student in Berkshire. I'm not studying at home. I moved away.
If you didn't have to be a farmer, what would you really like to be?
A cow, I think.
Why a cow?
Because I love cows.
You love cows? What's so nice about cows? I mean, they don't do much except chew the cud.
Well, that's the same as me, so that's why I want to be a cow.
What about, who would be your ideal cow girl?
Number 38.
Is that in the shed, in the cow shed?
That's in the cow shed, yeah.
Now, what has number 38 got that all the others haven't got?
She's got lovely udder.
Jez, this is silly. I'm going to continue at blind date. Good luck to all 3 of you, and I'll see you in Mo, OK?
Yeah,
I'll see you later. Well, for better or for worse, there they are. And here's the girl they've left home for. She's from Sheffield, and her name's Samantha. Come in, Sam. Everybody's dying to know at home because, I mean, what you do for a living, it's not that unusual, but tell them.
I'm a beauty therapist for a store in Sheffield.
Yes, but I mean, you're an animal lover, aren't you?
Oh, yes. I absolutely love animals. I had a pet pig that...
Cows? Do you like cows?
I do, yeah.
Number 38? Sorry, it's a private joke between us. But you are an animal lover.
Yes.
I mean, because you do have a pet. Well, you did have a pet pig.
I did have a pet pig called Gertie, actually. But he died about 3 weeks ago.
He died?
Yes. She, sorry.
She. I thought with a name like Gertie, he probably died of a complex, you know.
Yeah, about 3 weeks ago, so it was quite sad.
What did you do with Gertie?
What did you do with Gertie? Well...
Did you eat Gertie?
No.
Okay, I love a bit of crackling. I know.
No, actually, I got my dad to bury him in the field.
Oh, Sam, I think you're an absolutely smashing person. And in fact, even though you're not a meat eater, you look wonderful.
Thank you.
Absolutely lovely on it. You've got 3 questions there to ask 3 lovely fellas over there.
Right. Question number 1. I'm a beauty therapist and specialise in facials and manicures. What treatment are you most in need of? Number 1.
Well, being a builder, I should think a small bit of foundation cream wouldn't go amiss.
And the same question to number 2.
Well, I'm not particularly keen on cosmetics on men, but if we had an argument about it, perhaps we could kiss and make up. Make up?
Right, and the same question to number 3.
Well, the only treatment I want on my face at the moment is for you to pick me, and that'll put a real smile on my face.
Right then, second question. I can be very clumsy and dizzy. What is the clumsiest thing that you have ever done? Number 3.
Well, I don't know whether it was clumsy, but one night in a disco, I stripped off to my boxer shorts. And everyone else went dizzy.
Right, number 1, please.
Well, I'm not really a clumsy person.
Oh.
But
What
you
do you
never
mean?
know. I might just fall head over heels for you.
Oh, very nice. Right, number 2.
OK, I've got a bad habit of tripping up. In fact, just last week, I tripped over to Paris.
Question number 3. I have a pet lamb which follows me wherever I go. Where would you take the 2 of us on a date? Number 1.
Oh, hello. I'd love to take you down to my local pub. Where maybe we can have a drink in the cocktail bar.
Very good. Right, the same question to number 2, please.
I'd like to take you and your lamb to a casino, where the lamb could go off and gamble, and if you play your cards right, you could have me all to yourself.
Oh. Right, and number 3.
Well, Samantha, being a farmer myself, I'm not going to pull the wool over your eyes.
You're a farmer, are you?
Yeah.
So you're very fond of animals as well?
I love animals, yeah. I love animals.
Do you like cows?
I love cows, yeah.
Those are your 3 questions there,
I know, it's gone so quick as well.
Who are you going to go for? Don't tell us just yet. Decisions. And here to help you make that decision is our Graham with a quick reminder. Have a listen to this.
Samantha, will you pick number 1, who'd smother himself in foundation cream to slip into your embrace? Or how about number 2, the day tripper, who might give you an eyeful of Paris? Or maybe you prefer number 3, but be careful, the only thing he wears at a disco is the smile on his face. That decision is yours.
Very. I don't know which one to pick because they all sound so nice.
Well, they are all so nice, and only one can go on a blind date with you. Which is it to be?
Number 3, please.
No, you're not going to be disappointed, but I mean, you know, the other 2 were so lovely as well, gave marvellous replies to your questions, didn't they, Chuck?
Yes.
Meet the 2 that you turned down. First of all, you turned down number 1, and that was Chris from Kent. Come in, Chris. Having second thoughts?
Not yet.
Not yet. You also turned down number 2, and that was Jason from Bristol. Come in, Jason. Look at Jason. I know. Now then, having second and third thoughts? Not just yet.
Not just yet.
Not just yet. Well, I think you might think... No peeking. You might have saved the best for the last. I hope you have. Because you chose number 3, and that was Jez from Swindon. Come in, Jez.
Lovely.
Well, Samantha, does he look anything like a farmer, do you think?
No, it doesn't actually.
What do you think of our Sammy?
She's lovely, isn't she?
Oh,
yes, she is. Who's going to choose where you're going on your date?
No, I think you better.
Oh, OK.
You do it, because then...
Go on, you little farmer, you. What does it say?
Probably a day in the milking parlour.
Milking parlour?
A day in Killer Annie.
No.
Have you had it wrong?
A day in Killarney.
Oh.
I've not had it after reading.
Who was that?
I don't know where it is.
Oh, it's the famous Emerald Isle. You'll be going over there. And actually, you know the people are very warm and they'll give you They will give you the best day out that you've ever had. I mean, just think of it. On the Killarney Lakes, what could be better? Yes. Will you come back next week and tell us how you got on?
Yeah, we will do.
I think you make a super couple. Ladies and gentlemen, Jez and Samantha. See you next week. Enjoy Well, our other couple from last week, Beth and Martin, spent their blind date in Venice. Having a lovely time.
Just put the glasses on to pose better. More posher. Does that go round? Trasto al cornetto, back there is St Mark's Square. St Mark's Square. Mate, there'd be like royalty in there. Bella. That is beautiful.
Is it? You know that big man.
Gondola trip was nice as well. Liked a bit of romance, but...
What was that? That's, we'll let you know in the end. We're not going to give too much away at the moment because our celebrities don't do that very often. We keep it intact to ourselves. So, we'll let you know. English tradition, keep the socks out of the shoes as well. Film that bit, look. True British there.
You've got your knotted hanky on your head there, Mark.
Do they look like Ben Hill?
What's Pray go with?
Get out of the way.
Well, Besh and Martin, welcome back to Blind Date. Now, did you both enjoy gliding down that Grand Canal, or did you really wish that you were poles apart? Shall we find out?
When the screen went back, I thought, oh no, what have I done? No shorts. This bloke's a crackpot.
I've got so many bad habits, it's unbelievable. I just burp. I'd have had me dinner. I forgot to put it on. Besh just looks at me because I keep burping all the time.
When I was eating the spaghetti, he couldn't really get it on the fork and turn it round. He was sort of really low to the table and sort of cutting it up and shoveling it in.
The side of my table looked like a bomb had hit it. There was spaghetti all over. Spaghetti all over my face or down my top.
So we set off and we said, we'll have an ice cream. So we bought the ice creams. and was just walking away, and the ice cream came cleanly off the cone, Martin's cone, and just splattered on the floor.
And I scooped it back up off the floor and spat back on the cone. I was quite content. I was looking away at it again. The Besh just looked at me.
Looking down the souvenir stalls, and he said, I've got to get my mum something. So they got these little gondolas, or lagondas, as Martin insisted on calling them. I didn't call them pedalows first, so at least that wasn't in the
Mum, one of these lagondolas, not pedlos, lagondolas, that lights up when you plug it in, so she'll be well happy. She'll stick it on the telly so everyone can look at it and think, oh my God.
I think Martin is a mother's boy. He did mention her a lot.
Believe it or not, I can be a romantic person at heart. I mean, I bought her a rose and I bought her a perfume and that, and I will just put in that she didn't buy me anything.
He brought the duty-free trolley round. He said, I suppose I'd better buy you something then. I said, no, it's all right. And he said, no, I will, as long as it ain't over £2.
I would be proud to be seen with Besh. If I was going out with a nightclub, I wouldn't feel embarrassed at all taking her out. Yes, I would feel proud, yeah.
And he said he didn't want to grow up. He said life's too short and he wants to stay young. So maybe this is why he's so crazy. He's still 14 in the head, I don't know.
I'm getting old now, so I've got to be looking about, ain't I? 23, I want to get married when I'm about 25, 26. Or whenever. Perhaps that's a bit young. I might change my mind, put 30 on the top of that. I don't know. But Besh would be someone I would like to marry, yes.
How do you feel about our Besh saying that you're really 14 in the end? And
She's not
really
far
grown
wrong, really, I don't think. You see, no. I'll put that down to my mother. Mum, if you're watching, I mean, she dropped me when I was a baby. That's what I put it down to. The 22nd floor.
Besh also said, I mean, it's funny you should mention your mum, because, she said she thought you were a mummy's boy. How do you feel about that? You don't look a mummy's boy, I might add.
Yes and no, really, I suppose. My mum's the one that gives me a good smack around the head if I do anything wrong. My dad just sits in the chair and goes, oh, no, not again, Martin.
Besh, is he the kind of guy that you would take home to your family?
Oh, I'd have to give him about 2 weeks' warning first.
To get prepared.
Tell her all his bad points. Now, Mother, he will burp at the table.
I'll act posh. Posh.
Have you ever been anywhere else? I mean, did it ever faze you at all, going into a foreign restaurant with a beautiful girl like Besh? I mean, did you ever think, oh, I'm a bit frightened of this?
Nah, because I was looking good myself anyway.
Now, Besh, would you go out with him again?
I think we will, yeah.
You will?
Everybody in South Yorkshire wants to meet him. They've heard so much about him. It's like, who is this guy? So, he'll have to come up.
Who's this mega guy?
Who's this mega?
And Martin, I think you said the most marvellous thing at the end of your little interview spot there, that it was so lovely that he really did say he would like...
What did I say?
I can't remember. You said you'd really like to marry a girl like Besh.
I would, yeah. Because she looks good and, she's just good fun to be with, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Perhaps I'm a bit,
but you're
loud and that, but...
I know, but loud, that doesn't make any difference. You are different as chalk and cheese.
I'm quiet when I'm asleep. I'm quiet then.
Oh, yeah.
No boogie-boogie.
No boogie-boogie.
I don't know, I'm tossing and turning all over the place. But I'm not boogie-boogie. I know I'm looking good, though.
You're certainly looking good. And you've done me the power of good, and indeed our audience and everybody watching at home. I think you make a fantastic pair, actually. Let me know how you get on.
We will.
Ladies and gentlemen, Besh and Martin.
I got it.
But we will be back next week to hear how our golden oldies John and Eunice got on, and also whether it was the start of something big for Samantha and Jez. And of course we'll have some more blind dates. So until then, ta-ra then. Ta-ra!